Alright guys, today I'm going to walk out through the steps that I use to do a low fade. So the first step that we're going to be doing is creating that bald guideline. This is going to build the foundation for the haircut. After that, we're going to hit it with our shaver. You really don't want to go towards the line. You kind of want to flick out the line. Right after that, we're going to hit it with the lever open. I'll say probably, since we're doing a low fade, I'll say probably like half an inch. Around half an inch should be good. And this client came 3 weeks ago, so his hair wasn't too grown out. If it is growing out, I'll say debulk the whole head first, just so you can have a clean canvas to start off with. And right after that, our third step is going to be debulking. I like to debulk with the number 2 personally, but I know some people like to do a 3 or 4. What I do with the number 2 right here, we're just going towards the bulk and scooping out. We're not digging in. We're not doing none of that. We're just scooping out. For those people asking me if I clipper over comb, I personally don't. I find the scooping out method a little bit easier for me, and I just got used to it. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't say I struggled with it. I just didn't like how my haircuts came out when I used clipper over comb. After that number 2, I'm gonna go in with my thinning shears to kind of blend in the bulk a little bit better. And for the people wondering, I know some people in my DMs were asking how did I fit the Andes guards on my clippers. All my guards are wall guards. They're not Andes. They're not magnetic. They're just the Color Pro wall guards. One thing I did want to say is a big shout out to Nevin the barber for sending these shears over. Hey, they cut like butter. I'm not even gonna lie, but like I said, this is more so we could soften up the bulk on the haircut. And here we're going to come in with our 1.5 guard lever open. For here, we really don't want to create another guideline. So what we're going to do is the same thing we did with the number 2, which is scooping out. Make sure you comb the hair back down after using the guard. Y'all been on my head about these tutorials. So, hey, trust me, they're on the way. I'm going to make more tutorials for y'all. I just been going through some personal stuff, so that's really why I didn't come out with more tutorials. But now that I'm back in the groove, I'm going to get back to y'all with tutorials. And here we're coming in with the Babyless Low Pro. And if y'all haven't tried these, go ahead and try them. These are probably like the sharpest trimmers I got. And I still got the same blade on there. I just zero gapped it. And the reason why I like to do this before I finish the haircut is so it lets me know what spots to keep dark, so we can make the C-cup pop out a little bit more. And right here, we're coming in with our 0.5 lever open. With our Babyless, we're going to go a little bit below the line and scoop at the line. Honestly, for me, this step and the lever open is probably the most important step in a haircut. I feel like these are the steps that will make or break your fade on the haircut. The half guard is probably the step that takes me the longest. But with this, you want to make sure you keep on using them corners to kind of get rid of those little black spots, little dark spots that you don't want in the fade. Like I said before, we are flicking out at the line. We really don't want to create another guideline. Right here, you see me using the corner, kind of take out that line and keep on brushing the hair down. Like I said, that's very important. Make sure you step back too, so you could kind of see the fade a little bit better. And also, if you have a mirror, that would also help. Make sure you look at the mirror. That will really like bring out the dark spots. Here we're coming in with our lever a little bit more than halfway open. And remember, we're going to go below the bald line and kind of flick out at that line. Don't look at it as we're trying to take out the line. Look at it as like we're softening up the line. If y'all have any feedback, make sure to let me know in the comments. I will look at the comments and I will take that feedback and try to apply it to all the next videos I do. After we're done with the half guard, we're going to come in with the lever open, trying to flick out the line. Like I said, we're going to start below the line. Like I said, softening it up the line. We're not taking out the line, but we're softening it up. And as we keep going more down, that's when we're going to want to close the lever a little bit more and more until we take out that bald line. Now what we're going to do here is close that lever, probably like halfway closed, and flick out at the line, trying to soften it up again. And right here is where we're gonna come in with our lever closed, start below that line, and now we're gonna try to take out that line. Right here, all it is really lever play. You really want to play with your lever the most you can, trying to take out those dark spots. And if you can't take out that line, don't worry about it. Don't lose your mind going crazy over it, because you can also come back with the trimmer and trying to take out that line. Like I said, this step in the .5 guard is probably the longest steps for me. So if y'all want to skip through this one, y'all can. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty long. Something I like to do is with that lever open, no guard, I try to attack where the number 2 was and the .5, just so we could get those little dark spots out. Now what I'm doing here is just looking for any little dark spots that I don't want in the fade and trying to take those out. Here we're coming in with our gamma hitters, and what we're going to do here is attack that line that we did at first, that baseline, to kind of take away that line completely. While you're at it, if you see any other spots that you don't like in the fade, you can also take it out with the trimmer. Here we're going to come in with our straight razor and trying to get that C-cup sharp as possible. I do use prime blades if y'all were wondering. And also with this, make sure you stretch out that skin so you don't accidentally cut or nick the client. All we're doing here is taking off all those little baby hairs to kind of leave the skin a little bit more smoother. We're going to make sure we take that hair off. And the last step I like to do is go over again one more time with my thinning shears to kind of soften up that bulk, to blend it in a little bit better. And this is the finished product. Let me know what y'all think. Give me all the feedback y'all can. And this is the steps I do to do a low fade. It's your boy Los, and we out.